Hey, good morning, everyone. We're just getting ready to kick this off. I feel like it's already this afternoon. I've been chatting away nonstop for the past few hours, but really excited about this portion. This is something near and dear to my heart. Focusing our attention now in this session on the Arizona Roadmap to a Meaningful Career. We'll give everyone a couple of minutes to jump in here. I know some of you may be coming in from other meetings that are, ran a little over or whatnot, but about 1 or 2 minutes and then we'll jump into this. If you were in the previous one with us for employers, now you're going to get a more depth approach to what we do on the career seeker side and some of the tools and resources that we make sure to leverage on their behalf, so that when we see you're receiving a prepared military connected candidate, that candidate is not just prepared for the workforce, but they're prepared optimally for their life.
Welcome, everybody. If you're joining us for the second time today, you get to hear us all over again, but with some more information.
All right, well, let's kick it off. And we'll get into it. And we know that some of you will be jumping in and out. Please utilize the chat if you have any questions, concerns, you want to network with each other. We're going to be dropping some stuff from the chat as well as I progress through this presentation, giving you the opportunity to connect with our career seekers and or to connect those who have served or military connected to us for career guidance opportunities. I can't say it enough. I feel like I've said it enough, but we'll keep on saying it. The Arizona Coalition for Military Families, we are a public-private partnership. We're a collaborative impact partnership. And our mantra, our motto is to deliver the right resource at the right time. And in delivering that right resource at the right time, we really put a strong emphasis on not just the employment, not just getting a job, but truly taking that holistic approach when engaging our military connected personnel and making sure that we're listening to their needs, wants, and desires, mitigating expectations, and then giving them those right resources, putting the tools in their hands for them to have success. Our implementation partners, those who bring it together to make this all happen, the governor's office, the governor's workforce, Arizona Council, the Arizona Commerce Authority, Office of Economic Opportunity, Department of Economic Security, Arizona at Work, and the Arizona Corporate Council for Veteran Careers. We can't say enough how thankful we are for all these partners that make this happen. All right, and all those partners came together to create what is called the Arizona Roadmap to Veteran Employment. Now, this veteran employment involves active duty service members, Guard reservists, spouses, again, everyone who is military connected. We want to help the entire veteran or military connected family find meaningful employment and thrive in our society. Our career navigation is a component of that roadmap. And not only do we work with them to find that meaningful employment, that gainful employment, but we do a lot to make sure that they are being professionally developed along the way, and that we're giving them training opportunities or making sure that they're aware of the resources that are available to them at no cost. And we do this, our program, through engagement, discovery, and support are the first three things that we do. We engage our career seekers. So we engage our active duty military installations. We invite all of those transitioning off of active duty to come in, complete an inquiry form, and give us a chance to collaborate with them. We engage our Arizona National Guard service members by attending their drill, where we get the opportunity to talk to all of the interstate transfers, those who've already served, who are transitioning off of active duty and want to come back to Arizona, and to those who just recently returned from basic training and their initial military occupation skill set training. So once we pull them into our ecosystem, along with those veterans, along with those spouses, we want to engage them. We want to deliver the tools to them, and then we want to empower them. My team, we do not hold hands. We're not here to write resumes for people and to guide them, directly to what they need and want. We're here to listen, to receive feedback, but then truly to empower them with the tools that we've given them. We work with them everything from their LinkedIn to utilizing Indeed, ZipRecruiter, everywhere, Arizona State Job Board, registering with Arizona at Work and creating that profile there, We give them all these tools, all these right links. We prepare them for the market, and then we focus their attention on finding their meaningful placement. Once they're placed into their career, it doesn't end there with us. We've got additional resources that we connect them to, and then we do regular and consistent follow-up with all those that we have worked with, that we have served, even after they've been placed. And we do this to ensure that they know that we haven't gone anywhere. We're still here, because as we all know, most veterans, 60%, some odd veterans, are transitioning out, finding meaningful employment, and then job hopping quickly because they just found a job. So even for us, when we help people to find that career, we still want to make sure that they're enjoying it, or they like it, or they want to continue to utilize those skill sets. And if they don't, let's pivot. Let's take to LinkedIn. Let's look at what certs or education we need and prepare ourselves for our next opportunity. We have over 200 Arizona veteran supportive employers, which makes all of this possible. So really think of us as an ecosystem or a network for those who have a military connection, to know what employers are truly doing something above and beyond at the state and local level to say they're Arizona veteran supportive, they're Arizona veteran supportive employers. It's not enough to pay for marketing and say, we want to hire veterans. For us, we want to regularly and consistently collaborate with these employers to ensure that there's an advocacy piece that we're able to deliver, and or a follow-up piece that we're able to deliver to our career seekers. And we work to, as I said in the previous session, we want to recruit, hire, and retain our military connected population and connect them to these employers. All right, so what do our career guidance specialists do? Our guidance professionals, on our team specifically, we have spouses. Shelby is a spouse of an active duty service member. Felicia on our team, she is a spouse of a National Guard service member who's on active orders. She herself is a 21-year retired military person who served on active duty, the Arizona National Guard and Active Guard in Arizona. We're joined by Demetrius, who is a Marine. There, Demetrius, once a Marine, always a Marine. We've got Matthew, a new addition to our team, who is a current National Guard member. We've got Tim on our team, who's the son of a Marine as well. And then myself, who served on active duty. And not only did I serve on active duty, but my father served in Vietnam War, and both of my grandfathers served in World War II. So I come from 3 generations of war fighters, and all of us are excited to be here and working with all of our prepared career seekers. So we don't just write resumes. Again, we work with them on interviewing skills. We work with them on resume coaching. So we talk to them about building skills clouds and understanding that we need to aggregate all of their skills into one place. And we have that place. I won't say where it's at just yet, but we've been doing it manually for some time. And Paul, I know you're in here. So if you know Paul and you know me, then you know what's happening. But what we've been doing is we've been utilizing a manual approach. Literally, our career guidance professionals are going to the Department of Labor sites. They're going to ONET and they're saying, have you done this? Have you done that? Have you done this? Let's start aggregating that into a skills cloud. And then our career seekers are working to build tailored resumes for every single job that they apply to. We're giving them the tools. We're encouraging them along the way. We're doing consistent and regular check-ins with them, but we are not doing the work for them. We want to equip and empower them to go out there and know that a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, they will still have the skill set and the right tools to find them or to leverage them into their next role. And then what we do is we tell them, go out there and look for your own jobs. Obviously, there are job boards out there. We direct them to some of our core partners. We direct them to the AZ State Jobs Board. We connect them to and direct them to Arizona at Work to go look for jobs there. We highly recommend that they go to the Department of Labor site, to ONET, to look up those federal contractors and see who's posting jobs there. But then obviously we encourage them to utilize Zip, Indeed, USA Jobs. They need to be out there. Wherever the jobs are, get out there with those tailored resumes and utilizing that tailored specific approach. But then in addition to that, So it's like, why become an Arizona Veteran Supportive Employer, Randy, if you're telling them to go out there into the winds? Well, because what we do is we match them to our Arizona Veteran Supportive Employers in addition to all of this. So what we do for our career seekers is we say, hey, these 200 and some odd employers have identified themselves as employers that want this specific talent, and we have a relationship with them where we can advocate on their behalf. All right, so that brings us to our first poll question. What population of Arizona's military-connected persons are eligible for the Coalition's Career Navigation Program? Felicia, please bring up that poll question.
I am attempting. Hold 1 second.
Want me to do it, Felicia?
Please, yes. I am unable to poll.
Sure. What population of Arizona military connected?
Correct.
Is that the one? Okay, here we go.
Yes. All right, so our first poll question is up. We're looking for 37 answers. Let's go. So what population of Arizona's military-connected persons are eligible for the Coalition's Career Navigation Program? Only those on active duty in Arizona and their legal spouses? Only veterans and their legal spouses? Only National Guard and Reserve members and their legal spouses? Or service members, active and inactive, National Guard members, veterans, spouses, partners, and family members? Please don't get this wrong. And I don't need any jokers either.
It could be a trick question or it could not be. What percentage are we looking at, Jeff?
Yeah, we're about 72 right now. So when do you want me to stop the poll? Just let me know.
A couple more seconds. Let's go.
Okay.
I know some of you are on your LinkedIn's, checking profiles right now. Answer the poll.
Better be connecting with me if you're on LinkedIn. Come on, people.
Come back from washing the dishes. All right. This isn't the breakout session. I know all the tricks.
I'm going to shamelessly put my LinkedIn profile on there. You better connect with me.
So we kind of topped out at 75. So should I end the poll?
All right. Yeah, let's end the poll. Perfect.
And then share results if you want.
Here you go.
Please.
Thank you so much. So look, it's straightforward. Everyone, if you can somehow muster some sort of military connection, we're here to work with you and deliver services to you. Now, we're talking about connecting the right resource at the right time. Thank you so much. 1 second. Obviously, a service member who has a veteran who has a service-connected disability is going to have a little bit different resources available to them. A spouse or a partner, they're going to have different resources available to them. But look, I'll be very transparent. My team recently was working with a spouse who was getting ready to separate from her partner, and they weren't having a good relationship. And we made sure to not just go, oh, well, you're technically a spouse today, and as soon as you're not a spouse, we're not going to be able to help you, even though you went through multiple deployments with this individual, you have children with them. Instead, what we do is we said, while you're still legally a spouse, make sure you get connected to these outside resources that do require you to be a legal spouse so that you can tap into those certs, resources, trainings, opportunities while you're departing, from that partnership. You're not departing from our military family. When we work with our career seekers, we give them things like you see here on the screen. These are just, this is a checklist that we give them. We say, hey, this is just for you to have. This is for you to connect with 17 of the top or the premier resources that we think that you could need or would need that are located on our Be Connected platform. And we give them the links to navigate to that. Because maybe when our career seekers first come to work with us, they don't want to say, hey, Randy, hey, Felicia, I'm housing insecure, or I'm couch surfing. They don't want to lead with that. So we make sure that they see the resources right up front that we have to offer so that our guidance professionals, as they navigate them through employment focused questions and process, they're not forgetting to utilize that holistic approach and make sure that we're doing well to take care of everyone. All right. Again, I can't say it enough, resources and training. We want to connect all of our candidates to market-driven certifications. We work with the WIOA program, the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act, with City of Phoenix, Maricopa County. We're working with Yuma County, Pinal, Pima County, everyone, State of Arizona, DES, all components of this. We're working with these entities to provide certifications and in-demand and approved fields and occupations. We also work with Onward Opportunity to ensure that people are getting access to market-driven certifications. We're bridging relationships right now with the Strengthening Working Families Initiative, so that as family members are going back to work, that we can help offset some of those costs through childcare. We connect our service members, our veterans, and our spouses, again, to these certifications like Onward Opportunity. But it doesn't stop there. At the completion of employment, at the completion of this process, and they find meaningful employment, we then seek to connect those who need the right resources in terms of getting that professional attire and getting back to work. Arizona Department of Veterans Services and the Arizona Housing Commission and Arizona Department of Economic Security all collaborate together on the Arizona Veterans Toolkit. This is where we're able to connect those who have barriers to employment, those who have been, they've been significantly affected by COVID and they've been unemployed for an extended period of time. Maybe they're a service member or a veteran who has multiple barriers that they had to overcome to find that meaningful employment. We connect them to the Arizona Veteran Toolkit to help remove some of these barriers. It could be professional attire, it could be corporate wear, it can be comp toe boots, anything that's related to that person showing up their first day of work and having a couple $100 worth of professional attire dedicated to them before day one. We also work with U.S. vets, Tara Calhoun, and she is a longtime and valued partner of ours, as is U.S. vets, and their Call of Duty endowment. Through this program, we also connect our transitioning service members who are coming off of active duty and finding that meaningful employment, and our veterans. We do not control the eligibility of SWIFI. We don't control the eligibility of WIOA, the U.S. Vets Program, or the Arizona Department of Veterans Services. We simply make sure that all of our career seekers know which, if any, of these programs they're eligible for, how to navigate to those sites, to those platforms, to those organizations, how to go through the process to become eligible, to be qualified, and to receive these resources. All right, so poll number 2. What do you believe is the most important or helpful service the career navigation team provides?
We're going to get that poll up.
All right, and again, what do you believe is the most important or helpful service the career navigation team provides? How to target a resume to each job posting? Yeah, that could be a good one. Connections to Arizona Veteran Supportive Employers? Post-military career planning? Resources? No-cost certifications or upskilling? Or other? Provide it in the chat.
What percent are we at, Arthur?
We're at about 43% right now so far.
Oh, come on. We can do better than that.
Come on. Come back from the dishes. Put the breakfast bagel down.
We made it
Facebook.
to 75 before, so let's hope we can make it to 75 again.
Absolutely. Well, maybe we woke someone up. Turn off your Netflix, push pause.
About 70% right now.
Good answers coming in. I see them. Couple more. Come on.
All right, let's call it. Let's end the poll.
Okay, we'll end the poll and we're going to share these results. Here they are.
Thank you. All right, so connecting to Arizona Veteran Supportive Employers, I do agree that this is one of the best tools that we give them. And really what I like about it is when you transition out of the military, for those who have, you don't know what employers you want to work for. Who's Bishop Fox? I've never heard of them until I came here. I didn't know that Cisco in North Carolina, less than an hour from where I separated, at the time that I separated, was looking for employees just like me, emergency management planners. So our Arizona Veteran Supportive Employers play a big role in us broadening the mind and the scope of our career seekers to realize there are so many employers out there that you've never heard of that have comprehensive benefits packages, awesome salaries, and are looking for people with your exact skill sets. But to be truthful, none of these are wrong. how to target a resume to each job, pinpoint precision work on behalf of our service members, veterans, spouses, and family members. This has helped us so much to optimize service delivery and ensure that people feel confident when applying to jobs. Post-military career planning. Look, we partner with our TAP entities who do a phenomenal job at this. And we're simply here to reinforce a lot of what goes on through the transition assistance program. Demetrius, who's located on Luke Air Force Base, just went through their training just last week. And we'll be making sure that we're integrating and implementing any component of what they're already doing into our program. Because, you know, for those who serve, we have to say it once, we have to say it twice, and we have to say it again for it to really stick. And again, the resources, if you put other, please provide it in the chat. We'd love to hear what your feedback on that. But I think on this one, no wrong answer. They're all valuable components. And that's why I really love doing what we do, because we're adding value not only to the employers, but to our brothers and sisters who served, or family members, spouses, and beyond.
And if I can interject one thing, Randy, I will say that it's great that we provide these resources and people look at us, and we are called career navigation. But we're here to transition the service member. We're not here to just get them a great paying job. I mean, obviously that's great, right? But I didn't transition correctly. I literally started my transition after 21 years in the Army, 3 months out. not the time to start, obviously, with my husband deployed and two tiny babies at home was not the time to start. So we are here to holistically transition that service member, whether it means getting them a high paying job or just getting them into a great position in life, like literally in life in general. 42 years and now I am in a good position. So, all right, that's it.
Felicia, thank you for that feedback. That's really important. Every person on our team has their own little different dynamic and piece that we care most about. For me, I'm always trying to look at those salaries and drive those up. And then Demetrius is on the phone saying, hey, you should take leave. You should take a vacation, take a breather, and again, just like that poll question, none of us are wrong. We're all sharing our passions with each other so that we can better serve those who we are working with. All right. So Career Connections is another way where we're really helping to strengthen that connection to those Arizona Veteran Supportive Employers. This is that part I got to throw out there. I'm one of those pesky millennials that some of you don't like. Look, a 40-year-old veteran or younger right now, we're looking at millennials or Gen Zers. So we work with veterans of all eras, but the bulk of those who are looking to enter the workforce right now that we work with are 45 and below. So what we're trying to do is make sure that we're meeting them where they're at, and that's on their cell phone, in their texting. All right, they won't respond necessarily to our emails, but they will to our texts. So every month we highlight our active Arizona Veteran Supportive Employers in a video that we upload to our YouTube channel. This video talks about company culture, additional benefits, special perks that you have to offer. And then in addition to this, we show them how to search your websites for open positions. Again, teach a person to fish so that they can feed themselves for a life. We don't stop here. We do all of this, and then we also continuously ping them. Every time somebody says, I'm looking for employment. Oh, watch the YouTube. You already got it once. Here it is again. We emailed it to you. We texted it to you, and we keep doing this throughout the month. We rinse and repeat the next month again and again. And when we say Arizona Veteran Supportive Employers that are active, this is just meaning those employers who want to be highlighted or who are actively hiring and recruiting at this time. And you can be active and inactive at any point in time. There's no penalty. It's just a matter of what works best for you and your organization. Again, our Career Connections, we have a litany of employers that we work with, some 200. I always like to respond when people say, well, Randy, Felicia, I want to work for a federal contractor. I go, great. You want to work for Wells Fargo? And they're like, well, no, I said federal contractor. Well, that's a federal contractor. 176,000 federal contractors out there. We don't know what we don't know. And here's just a list of some of those great employers that we have partnerships with and are able to connect our career seekers to. Do we have any questions at this time? Our program, I'm gonna go over one thing. I just wanted to make sure I had enough time to do this with you all. I want to be clear. When somebody completes our intake form, I want to talk to you real quick about our process. So our best way of connecting with us is not linking them to me via email. That slows down the process. It's not knocking on Demetrius's door at Luke and saying, here's one airman. That is not the best way. It's not the most efficient way. And it doesn't help the program when we get overly involved with one person and think that one person needs to be pushed to the front of the line over all the other service members, veterans, spouses, and family members. The best way to link to us and connect your career seekers to us is to give them our inquiry form. Because as soon as they complete our inquiry form, we now have enough information that we've gathered on them to be able to know where they're at and give them an honest assessment. Again, it's just like triage in the military. You have to prioritize, the wounded. You're trained this in the military. And that's what we're doing. By completing our intake form, it allows us to take the lead in triaging those who have the greatest need in the moment. And that need may be housing, it may be financial assistance, it may not be employment. But when we're able to intake them through our standard process, we're able to prioritize those who are in need the most. We also empower them to do their part, complete the inquiry form, partner with us. After they complete the inquiry form, they're immediately sent texts and emails. Save this text. We're going to be reaching out to you via text and or email. After that, we give them opportunities to schedule one-on-ones with our career guidance professionals via Zoom. This is not going to change. This is a model of success. It came out of COVID, but we will not enter into a space of sitting down for 3 hours with one person in a one-on-one setting. We have DevOps all across the state of Arizona who are here to do intensive case management, and my team does not do intensive case management. My team members do not have an individual caseload. We follow the next person up model where each of our career guidance professionals are able to take on the next client. So if Shelby's down today, maybe she's off briefing the Office of Senator Sinema on spouse initiatives, people aren't left behind because Demetrius or Matt are able to pick up that slack. And look, if that slack can't get picked up by then, Felicia jumps in, Tim jumps in, I'll jump in if I have to. They don't want me to, I usually mess things up. But the point is we'll all jump in and we'll continue to add members of our team as our program continues to grow. So I'm constantly watching our data. So as the program grows and scales, I am ensuring to relay this up the channels for our leadership to know when we need to bring on new additions to our team. So when we follow this model and this system, we have seen, especially in the last 6 months, our level of care has gone exponentially higher. Our salaries are going up. Program satisfaction has gone up. When I took over 14 months ago, it was difficult for us to maintain relationships with our career seekers. Right now, today, I can assure you that no one is being left behind, and that is because of the work of the team members that are on my team. So, Felicia, do we have?
We do. We have a few good
right,
questions.
So
I got one from a spouse.
Okay.
So trying to get back up to it here. All right. I'm getting there. My apologies. All right. So her husband is a retired fire captain and a Marine Corps veteran. He is service connected and is looking to jump back into the workforce. Where would he start?
Complete our inquiry form. Let's get to know him, complete that inquiry form. We'll get all of his information, and he's a prime candidate. He's climbed the ladder multiple times, and now we're going to make sure that he understands what that new ladder looks like, what that ladder looks like in 2021 in a virtual world, in a Zoom world. What's it look like to have to get out there and market yourself on LinkedIn and build that network and rebrand yourself? Your husband may have to rebrand himself as, hey, I may be 45 or 50 or 60, but I want to work and I want to do this. We also work with people to make sure that they're not just putting out everything to every single employer, but they're putting out what is important and pertinent to that specific employer so that we can find that match, so that people don't overqualify themselves for opportunities that they want to do.
Absolutely. All right. So from Joshua, is there efforts to connect in Northern Arizona, or is there a list of Arizona veteran supportive employers north of Prescott? I said it right. Prescott.
Prescott.
Not Prescott.
Prescott. So there is definitely an effort to connect Northern Arizona. Obviously, given the fact that we're following the upstream model and approach, we're our primary focus is around our active duty military installations. But we have employers in Yavapai County. We have employers in all the counties up north. It is the barrier becomes the salaries that they're offering, and then the cost of living. That's become the biggest barrier for us. But Felicia is actually joining the state of Arizona's Workforce Council in the northern region, so that we can further strengthen that. So we focused our newest hire in Yuma County with MCAS Yuma and YPG, but simultaneously, Felicia, I don't know how she can do it. She has 2 kids under 4. Let's clap for that. She does it. 2 kids under 4 while doing all of this, and she's also taking on that seat on the Workforce Council for Northern Arizona. So we've got some stuff on the horizon for Northern Arizona.
Awesome. All right. So from Nancy, you mentioned being connected to the military bases like Fort Huachuca. We are looking for IT professionals. Could you help us connect these opportunities?
Absolutely, Nancy. Nancy, is this the same Nancy with State of Arizona? Or okay, yeah, Nancy. Again, we will be marketing all of our Arizona Veteran Supportive Employers not only directly on our active military installations that we have the MOU with, but in addition to that, it's going to be through our career connections. I wouldn't even focus your attention on Fort Huachuca and IT, because we have an international footprint with intelligence and communications people, professionals coming here. And I'll just kind of throw it out there right now. I'm actually going forward deployed on behalf of the coalition here at the end of the spring and all through the summer. I'll be building and strengthening our partnerships in the DC, Maryland, and Northern Virginia areas in order to bring some more of that IT and communications talent back here to Arizona. But yes, we'll get you connected to Fort Huachuca as well.
We got about 10 minutes left. Do we have any more questions? We're really excited about everything that we got going on here. Let me get shout out to Darlene with her military spouse. Husband is in the Marine Corps and deployed. We've all been there, so
yes,
we see you.
Godspeed.
If anybody has any more questions, possibly.
If you put a question and we missed it, ping us again so we can see it fresh at the bottom of the chat. If not, hey, let's jump out of here. We'll get a little extended break, and then we'll jump into that closeout ceremonies and sessions back in the general session area.
Awesome. Joshua, if you want to use one of those links to schedule, I put in to schedule with us. If you're already a partner, you can schedule at your own convenience. It's a link to a Calendly, so whatever time works best for you, you can get that one. And then if you're not a partner, there's another a link. So we'd really, really love to speak with everybody.
So are we wrapping up then? Any last thoughts? Okay.
Nope. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you. Spread the news. Get the word out there. We scaled our program. We are an empirically validated program at this point, and our team is here to serve those who've served and their families. And we're excited to continue to grow our career seeker base. No one should be lacking the resources that we put out. And unfortunately, every single career seeker that we've worked with, especially in the last 6 months, comes to us really uncertain. So connect them to us. If you're one of them, get connected to us. Don't feel like this isn't for you. Everyone always thinks somebody else. It's you. I would utilize our resources if I ever needed them. So thank you all. Have a great day, and we'll see you back in the general session.
Thank you for attending.